There's something that drives each and every one of us. Something that sets us apart from the crowd. For 26 years, Kris Wright has been driven to be the best at whatever he set out to do.
I knew I wanted to race, and I knew how much work was needed of me and how hard it was going to be and all the sacrifices that I needed to make for it to work out. I'm still making all those sacrifices. I'm still working really hard, and seeing that it's all kind of coming together and seeing the progression I've made over the last 5 or 6 years just wants to make me push even harder and wants me to work even harder. And I think that's what's so special about racing.
That work ethic began on the links at Allegheny, where the journey to be a pro golfer began.
The path I took to racing is very, very untraditional. I came from golf and I started racing when I was 19 years old. The biggest thing that I see golf lending me in the race car is the mental stamina you need for a golf tournament, because they're usually 4 days long, Thursday to Sunday, and that's the race weekend. That is what I feel I have over the competition if I had something in my corner.
Success came, but didn't end there. Kris took to the air, the range, and the community. Most people would think that's enough, but Kris Wright isn't most people. The burning desire to race consumed Kris.
If I get in a car and I don't learn something, that's when I retire. Every single time you get in a car, same track, same day, you're always going to learn something else.
Kris Wright is now widely renowned as a rising star in the world of auto racing. Not just one type, but as many as he can qualify in. He has progressed quickly from 2015, driving for Kia in the Pirelli World Challenge, all the way to today, where his demand in Le Mans-style racing is just as great as the unforgiving world of international formula competition. Kris has only been competing at this level for just 6 years, but his on-track accomplishments speak volumes about his tenacity and drive to continuously elevate those around him to new levels.
Seeing that checkered flag first, that is the goal. You have a whole team behind you. You pretty much take what they have made, you've turned it into something that nothing can be better than it, which is winning a race. I've played a lot of sports, and I have never seen an outside factor other than me be as important as the guys on the team and the engineers. When they see me really fired up, it really drills into them like, you know, this kid, you know, he really wants it, and we should be right there behind him.
Kris finished second in the IMSA Prototype Challenge in only his first year. 2018 saw him climb into the sophisticated Ligier JP prototype cockpit and win it. All told, the year proved to be a success with 6 second-place finishes in 10 races. In 2019, the Performance Tech Oreca chassis came knocking with an invitation to join the prestigious 24 Hours of Daytona, an international race where the best drivers from every discipline around the world of motorsports convene for one of the year's biggest races. He answered with a second-place finish. When you're as driven as Kris Wright, with so many accomplishments and goals reached in such a short time, the future is bright, and the experts agree.
Kris Wright is an outstanding racer. He has the innate ability to quickly comprehend what the engineers tell him and put it immediately onto the track. Simply amazing.
At a young age, Kris has developed a very mature approach to his own growth within the sport. He knows success in racing isn't measured by podium finishes, but defined by measurable improvement each time he races. By doing this, Kris's success with race wins and a championship to his credit in the very competitive IMS ALMP3 series, I'm confident that we'll see him continue his early success with more victories and championships to come.
In a world where so many athletes are more about me on social media, it's refreshing to see someone like Kris who is always about the we in their media mix. From charity work to his social media presence, Kris knows the value of keeping it real, engaging, and positive. This type of online personality not only underscores a sponsor's investment, but can have positive incremental effects on business.
Sponsorship is the most important thing about racing. Without money, the car doesn't go around the track. The best thing about the relationship is how much each party can get out of one another. They give me the financial support to go after my dream. Honestly, one of my favorite parts of the race weekend, when a sponsor brings clients to the racetrack and we go out to dinner and you know, they ask questions, and you know, I really enjoy that part of it because it makes me feel relevant outside of the race car and helping sponsors. It's a total relationship between two parties that feel they can get something out of one another and they can help each other. It's very enjoyable for me to just go out and talk with people, try to help my sponsor out as much as I can. I mean, like I said, the sponsors are the people that make the car go around the racetrack. While learning my racecraft, I've discovered what the modern race driver is. Today, racing is precision, on-target communications between driver and team, engineering like you wouldn't believe, and yes, driving. But the truly modern race driver must do one more very crucial thing. He must become immersed in his sponsor's business. More than just immersed, he has to understand all of its workings, actually get trained to sell it, to take the unique tools that racing provides and directly apply it to the business and make it grow. That's the modern race driver. That's me. I'm Kris Wright, and I look forward to meeting with you, working with you as your new driver.